My name's Linda Sullivan. I am a client of Josh Perry's. I became a client of Josh's shortly after my son Miles Sullivan became a client of his. Miles had reached out to Josh after he had his second brain surgery. His first brain surgery was a couple years ago. It was to remove a tumor that was creating seizures. Unfortunately, the seizures remained after the surgery. Miles spent a couple of years on various medications, various combinations of medications, anti-seizure medications, but they did not work. His doctors recommended a partial temporal lobectomy, and we were given really pretty good odds that this would take care of the problem. Unfortunately, within a couple of days after the second surgery, he was having seizures again. At the follow-up appointment with his doctors, Miles asked if specifically if his epileptic specialist had any familiarity with the ketogenic diet. And, we were told, yes, that they were familiar with it, but that, it was a very difficult diet to follow, and that, they found that their adult patients, couldn't stick to it, and we were really discouraged from even bothering. But luckily, Miles and I had been following Josh on Instagram, and Miles reached out to Josh for some assistance and guidance, and thank God he did, because that's been a couple months. Miles has been on the diet, and his seizures have gone from, pretty much one a day to he now can go 4, 5, 6 days without having one, and they've decreased in intensity and in duration. I know his sleep has improved. I know he's lost weight. He feels great. So I started the diet shortly after Miles, mostly to be supportive. My goal wasn't necessarily to lose weight. I didn't have any major health things that I was concerned about. But I, had been reading a lot and read the Ketogenic Bible and Grain Brain and some things that really influenced me, helped me recognize that our American diet wasn't healthy. So I kind of went headstrong into the diet myself. I dabbled a little bit at the start, but talked to Josh, and he really was a good influencer and helped me set goals for myself and understood really what it was that I wanted from the diet. So that was, I would say in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've really been headstrong in doing it. And within the last couple of weeks, I've seen some unbelievable, kind of remarkable changes in me. I have a real intense or increased ability to focus. My sleep, which I've struggled with, has greatly improved. I've lost 10 pounds, which, wasn't my main goal, but certainly I don't know anybody that minds doing that. What I'm most surprised about is how easy this transition was for me. I would have been somebody you would have described as having hanger issues. I needed to eat every 4 hours. Anyone that knew me knew I kept food like in my pocketbook because, I would panic as soon as I started to get hungry, I'd panic. And I worried that this diet was going to be difficult for me to stick to. I'm never hungry. I feel completely, satiated with my meals. I feel happy with the food that I'm eating. I was never had, I had a little bit of the keto flu, but just figured out that I needed a little more sodium, and that was perfect. And now, hysterically, I am taking on the intermittent fasting, which I never in a million years would think that I could do. And it hasn't been a problem. I'll start to get a little of the grumbly tumbly and then, go, probably like in an hour or so, I'm going to need to eat. But there isn't that fight or flight response and like the panic that I used to feel when I'd get hungry. So I have to say, I started this diet because my son had a severe medical condition that needed, some focus. I am really surprised by how little information there is in the medical community about this, and I really want to encourage anybody to give this a shot because I really feel like it's a game changer. So, Josh is a wealth of information. He is connected to a great community that is a really great network. Hit him up.